So, good afternoon to everyone. Today, we must concentrate on procedures. We must concentrate on procedures. Yesterday, we have seen some information regarding to these functions. Functions are pretty much important, and you can develop your own functions. Now, I'd like to give some information regarding to procedures today, and then we'll see one or two examples how to write the procedure here. As we discussed in the previous class, procedure is also one of the construct of PLSQL, where procedure can take many number of parameters, but it cannot give or return any value. Okay, it should not be written any value here. So this is the specialty of this particular procedure here. Whereas function, it must be taken at least one parameter and can be written a particular value. So it must be written a particular value as far as a function is concerned. Whereas a procedure is concerned, it must be taken some number of parameters, but cannot be written any value here. So there is no written statement for so-called procedure here. So that is the only difference between these two. And normally procedures are used to apply while taking some kind of what do you call input to the specific databases or tables, or performing certain kind of operations. So then procedures are supposed to be used here. Okay, if you are not aware of triggers, then the people are use these procedures for doing such kind of operation as like as trigger. But a trigger will be automatically fired when so-called DML operation will be gets happen. Whereas procedure will be always try to execute by you. You must execute the procedure. Unless otherwise, procedure cannot execute if any operation will be done on that. Okay. So let us have a look regarding to the syntax of a procedure first, and followed by one of the examples which will be useful for you to perform the procedures here. So let us take here a procedure can be perform this kind of operation. Syntax. The syntax of a procedure will be seems like this. Procedure followed by create or replace procedure, followed by procedure name of the procedure what we are trying to place, that particular procedure name, and then followed by parameters. So you can put your own parameters. So parameter, probably that is one parameter one, followed by there might be having in and out are keywords actually, in out or in out. All these are keywords actually. In the sense input kind of parameter, out in the sense providing output kind of parameter, in and out in the sense both will be used. For both purposes, you can use comma, and so on. You can take your own number of parameters out there, and then followed by as function here also it could be starts with is. And if any local declarations are there with you, yes, you can take local declarations. Any local declarations you have with you, yes, you can go ahead with your local declarations. Then followed by, as usual, begin. So whatever the body which could be used to execute by this particular procedure. Set of legal statements which are used to execute here, whatever the legal statements you are expected to execute. Then and whatever the procedure name you can give, yes, you can copy that particular procedure name here. Normally procedures does not have any exceptions, because the procedures are not supposed to be activate any specific operations. Okay, of course. So procedures cannot be taken exceptions. Of course, procedures can also be executed in a particular way. exceptions cannot be handled by unable to handle by the procedure. So that is why exception kind of clause cannot be there within the procedure body here. Okay. So let us take one particular example for this procedure. Let me switch on the SQL prompt here. Yeah. Okay. Oh. AMR class, I think. AMR class. So look at this, how you could write a procedure here. Let us have a look here. This is the way of writing a particular procedure. Let me consider. So set line size will be 300. Set page size will be 50. And select everything from trans underscore master. So we have created a particular trans master in the previous time. So let us create a procedure on this particular thing. So here, many number of parameters will be taken. Many number of parameters will be taken here. All those parameters will be, used to insert one particular row into this particular table. Okay, let us examine. So what is the describe trans underscore master. So account number, transaction type, transaction date, and so trans amount. So these are the different kinds of what you call columns which have been defined within transaction master. So that I'd like to create a procedure to insert data. Of course, you can operate insert also. There is no problem at all. But so using procedure, you can able to insert the data onto this particular thing. How it could be. So ed tran troc transaction procedure. So create or replace procedure trans underscore master underscore procedure. And let me open several number of parameters here. So parameters will be seen in such a way that I'd like to take all parameters here, all parameters in the sense number of what do you call column names which have been available with us. So we'd like to take those parameters out there. Then so the procedures are going to be taken into consideration and they will be executed in a proper way here. Okay. Okay. So let me define the variables here. First variable is account number, ACC. Okay, let me define line by line, then that could be very easy to understand. ACC, otherwise ACC, ACNO, account number is number of 5, comma, T type, transaction type, TY, T type, so which is VR, CHR, 2 of 2. So SYS, DAT, system date directly. Okay, otherwise we'd like to take trans date, TDATE, so which is date format, comma, TAMK, transaction amount, which is number of 11, comma. So this is the actual procedure. Parameters which could be taken into consideration is what we are trying to perform here is there is no local variable which could be taken into consideration here. Insert into trans underscore master values. First value is ACNO, comma T type, comma TDATE, T type, comma TDATE. Instead of T date, we would like to submit So sysdate at the time of giving procedures input of the TAMP. Okay. After this one, oh, I'm sorry. Begin is required. Begin is required. So finally, commit this particular thing. And if you want to provide any kind of information to the people, so then one row is inserted successfully, something like that. You can provide some kind of information out there also. That's also possible here. Then and whatever the procedure name you have been taken, yes, you can copy that particular procedure. That's all. Okay, that's all. Let me save this one and come out from this one. At the rate, at the rate, yeah. Show errors. Probably closed brace is missed, I think. Somewhere else closed brace is missed. Line by line form would be very easy. So normally data types might not be required. Some what you call this spaces here. I mean sizes are not required, but as far as our definition, sizes must be there here. Okay. However, yes, is shape errors again. Expecting the following. Certain line. Okay, simply speaking, we'd like to take one more kind of thing here. If anything is TRANS underscore master person dot AC, ACC NO percentile type, that could be better, I think. That could be better. Then the second one is comma. This is the second one. TRANS underscore master dot TRANS underscore type percentile type. Second one. And the third one is yeah, TRANS date. And type here also AMT dot percentile type. AMT percentile type. Close the place. Then is okay. Let us execute the same thing here one more time. Procedure has created successfully. Okay, procedure has created successfully. Then how could you execute this particular procedure? For function, if you create any kind of function, then select so and so and so function name from dual. That could be execution of a particular function. Then how could you execute here this procedure? Procedure can be gets executed something like this. EXECUTE. There is a command execute. So first of all, you must remember what is the procedure name. So I think we have put a big procedure name here. This is our procedure name actually. This is our procedure name. Execute, EXECUTE, execute. So procedure of first account number is 1234, comma. So what are the columns here which we have? Transaction type. Transaction type is deposit, comma, some 4,000, comma, sorry, SYS DAT, system data, I think, I mean data for the particular thing, comma, so 4,000. Okay. Perform this one. So obviously, procedure is successfully completed. The procedure is successfully gets executed. You go ahead and select the data, select everything from what is that, TRANS underscore master, MASTR. You can see this particular data. Yes, right now we have introduced this. We have introduced this one here. Okay, so that is the only difference here. You need to execute your procedure. So while doing this kind of operation, if there is any specific operation you could follow, yes, you can also follow that. So let me create one more procedure for you. Then it is very easy to understand. So this procedure will be simple procedure which will be able to create one particular row into an existing table. That's all. So instead of creation of this particular procedure, you can also create. So you can also insert a row by using insert command. There is no problem at all. Okay. Now consider one particular procedure will be gets created. Then let us see here. Select everything from EAT. Let us see what are the some student exam. Some data will be there. I think somewhere else. We do have such kind of, yes, student exam. So select everything from STUD underscore exam. Yes, this is the data which we have. And the student result, does that particular table is there with us? Student, yeah, student grade is also be there with us. So let us select everything from STUD underscore grade. No rows are selected here. If you are supposed to introduce any kind of data, so on introduction of this particular data, calculate so-called grade and everything and insert into another table also. It could also be possible here. So let us show you how this could be done. Okay, describe STUD underscore grade. Look at this. So register number, total marks, average marks, and grade. Okay, based on so when you are trying to introduce data on this particular table, so before going to insert data into this particular table, we have to calculate everything and place the data into student grade and the student marks as well, student exam as well. Okay, let us see how this could be gets created here. Let us see. So ED, STUD, TROC. Yeah, let me go back. Yeah, student examination. Student exam is the table name. Create or replace procedure. Procedure name is student exam underscore procedure, having this many number of columns here. RNO, register number, student exam dot RGGD underscore NO percentile type. This is the first one. And second one is subject 1 marks, S1 marks, S1M, for example. So student 1, SUB1, SUB1 percentile type. This is the second parameter which we have taken into consideration. And let us take some more. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Totally 5. 4 have been completed. So here, subject 2 marks, subject 3 marks, at 5 marks. And here, let me change the subject 2, subject 3, subject 4, and subject 5. Close parenthesis is. Okay, do we have any other variables to be declared? Yes, some more, because we need to calculate this total marks. Total marks must be calculated, average marks must be calculated, and grade must be calculated. I'd like to copy everything from already existed thing. Otherwise, if we would like to type everything, there is no problem at all. So is, we need to declare some variables. Variable number 1 is TOTAL. So this TOTAL has been copied from student grade percentile type. STUD grade dot TOT underscore MARKS percentile percentile type. This is the first parameter, with the first variable which you are required. And second one is ABC marks. So A, M-A-R-K, M-A-R-K, ABC, average mark. So here, yes, also with it. Marks. AVG underscore MARKS, average marks. Then followed by grade, student. Okay, however, here it is grade, student grade dot grade percentile mark. Okay, then begin. What we are trying to perform here, first of all, we need to calculate the total here. Total will be equal to, total is equal to S1 M plus S2 M plus S3 M plus S4 M plus S5. Okay, so all marks are going to be added together. Then we'll get the total marks. So equal to, colon equal is required here. Colon equal is required here. Then followed by, so A M A R K, average mark equal to total divided by some 5. So that is equal. So then grade will be calculated. Let me calculate grade in a particular way. So if any one of these marks will be less than 40, then he will get so he will get S1 is less than 40, or S2 marks will less than 40, or so S3M is less than 40, or S4 is less than 40, or this one is less than 40. Either of these, then what exactly? Grade is equal to fail. Okay. ELSIF, else if, so AMARK, average mark is greater than or equal to 40, and AMARK is less than or equal to 49, then you maybe get grade is equal to D. D is the grade. Let me copy this one and paste, because typing is taking huge amount of time. So that let me copy. So here 40 is gets over. Then it is 52. So 59. 52, 59 maybe get C. So 60 to 69. 60 to 69 you maybe get B. And 70 to 79 you maybe get 79 you maybe get A. Then 80 to 89 you maybe get 80. Where is it? Yes, 80 to 89 you maybe get so yes. Otherwise, all these things will be get failed. So grade is equal to O. Okay. So this is what the identification ending. Things are get solved. Then would like to insert the data into two tables simultaneously. Insert into table name is first table name is table name one is exam, student exam, STUD underscore EXAM. So values, first value is, let me copy everything from here. So that is RNO, S1M, S2M and so on. RNO is first value. S1M, comma, S2M, comma, S3M, comma, M. So these are the values which have been inserted into the particular thing. Then insert into STUD underscore grade. So values, RNO is the first item, and the second one is we have taken, yeah, T marks, I think. Total A mark and grade. TOTAL, comma, AMARK, comma, grade. Yes, everything should be taken into consideration. Then followed by commit. Save the complete information properly. And finally, you have to end this particular procedure. End this particular procedure. E and D followed by. This is the way of writing a particular procedure. So this is the actual usage of the procedure here. So you can take the data from user. You can take as parameters from the user like this, and then before going to insert the data into actual table, base table, you have to calculate something. Whatever the calculation you are expected to do, yes, you can perform all calculations, and then insert data onto base table and insert data calculated table also. Okay, both will be taken into consideration as well. That then you have to apply for commit. So these many times commit cannot be applied in triggers. Triggers cannot be taken commits for number of times. You can take commit for number of times in process. There is no problem at all. So that's the advantage of the procedure here. Okay. Now it could not be written any value. You can observe there is no written statement with this particular procedure, entire procedure here. You please remember that particular point. Procedure cannot be written any value of that. Let me save this one. Try to remember student exam procedure. Save student exam procedure. I think it is there with us. At the rate, execute this one. Yeah, show errors. What are the errors? Where it is 14th line. If there is a problem with if, what is that problem here? Subject marks 1, subject marks 2, or, everything is R here. Yeah, semicolon was missed here. Semicolon. A mark equal to total divided by 5, semicolon has been missed. That is a problem here. That is the only problem. So, however, okay, save and we get the same, still more errors. Okay. 12th line, S5 is okay. Probably SM, S5M. S5M is the actual declaration. I mean, we have taken the parameter as S5M, not simply S5. S5M. S5M. Is there any other? Yeah, here also S5M. Okay. Any other? Yeah. It could be gets over. That gets okay. Then let us execute. Procedure has created successfully. There is no error. Procedure has created. Topographical mistakes will be there. So that is the only problem while I'm typing. Because we have only 40 minutes, so that is why I'm typing very hurry up manner. So that is why this kind of issues have been come into the picture. Okay, however, everything is gets over. Then how could you execute this one? So execution will be, let us go ahead and check out 510 and the 512. Let us take 511. So execute, execute the total procedure, open brace, then 511 followed by 5 subject marks. 56, 65, 89, 98 or 54 or 23 and 78. Already 5 subject marks are gets over. Yeah, procedure has been successfully executed. Let us see, select everything from the STUD underscore, what is that, exam, EXAM. So 511 has included successfully, and select everything from so STUD underscore grade. Yes, you can calculate it properly. 511 and everything has been written by us in a procedure. Okay. So in this way, you could write our procedures. So this is the procedure name which we have taken here. This is the way to write a particular procedure here. This is the way. So go through this particular procedure for a while, then you could get a proper idea. So procedure might be having several number of parameters. You can see 6 parameters have been taken. 6 different kinds of parameters have been taken. Is any local variables are required? Yes, you can define your own local variables. Then followed by you can perform any other operation which is required as far as your procedure is concerned. Yes, my procedure is required. So plenty of business logic here. Yes, I have written complete business logic over here. And then after the completion of this one, yes, we would like to introduce the data into actual table, whatever the procedure intended on that particular table. Yes, we have introduced the data, and this business life was written for the one particular table, that is stud underscore grade. On this particular table, we have calculated this entire business logic. Yes, it has been it has also introduced into this particular table. And finally, we have to save whatever the transaction we have done so far. Everything will be gets saved to the server, and then end our procedure. It is being done continuously. It is being done continuously. So therefore, you may perform your procedure in such a way. Okay. Now, let me take your attendance first, because only 5 minutes are there with me. So let me take your attendance. Then